Hello, my name is Ramasu, and welcome to my presentation on question 36 to 40 from the 2013 GCSE Science Double Award Paper 1. The question, question 36 reads, the equation for the combustion of ethane is, given there. What are the values of W, X, and Y which balance the equation? Now, to balance an equation means that the number of particles of an element on the left side should be equal to the number of particles of the same element on the right side, right? For example, we have a carbon here, but because this is the number here, or the coefficient here is a 4, this means that we have 4 carbon atoms, right? We have 4 carbon atoms, so we have to make sure that we have 4 carbon atoms on this side as well. We have 4 carbon atoms on the right side of the equation, so then we should make sure that we have 4 carbon atoms on the left side of the equation, right? So because we have C2 here, to have 4 carbon atoms, our W has to be equal to 4. To 2. Our W has to be equal to 2, because if we put a 2 here, then we are going to have 4 carbon atoms, right? Because this is C2. C2 means 2 carbon atoms. So if we put a 2 here, we will have 4 carbon atoms on the right side, like how we have 4 carbon atoms on the left side, right? Okay, so we also have to make sure that we have however many hydrogen atoms we have on the right side, or on the product side, we have to have the same number of hydrogen particles in the left side, or in the reactant side, right? So since we know that our W is 2, so then we have H6 here. H6 means 6 hydrogen atoms, but because we have a 2 here, this becomes 6 times 2, so then we have 12 hydrogen atoms, right? So if we have 12 hydrogen atoms on the left side, we have to have 12 hydrogen atoms on the right side, right? So because we have H2 here, our Y has to be equal to 6. Y has to be equal to 6. So then we have 12 hydrogen atoms on this side, because this is 6 times 2, giving us 12 hydrogen atoms. On the left side, we have 2 times 6, giving us 12 hydrogen atoms. Now the number of oxygen particles on the left side has to be equal to the number of oxygen particles on the right side, right? So then we have 8 oxygen particles here, and we have 6 oxygen particles here, right? So then in total we have 14 oxygen particles on this side. But because we have O2 here, this means that our X has to be 7, because 7 times 2 will give us 14 oxygen atoms. So then our X is 7, right? So our W is 2, our X is 7, and our Y is 6. So then our answer here becomes D. 37 says that what is the empirical formula of the compound shown? Empirical formula is the simplest form of the molecular formula. Right? So to find the molecular formula of the compound, we have to count how many, or we have to find the number of carbon, oxygen, and hydrogen atoms. Right? Let's start by counting the number of carbon atoms. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 carbon atoms. And for hydrogen, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 hydrogen atoms. And oxygen, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 oxygen atoms, right? So then this is the molecular formula, right? Molecular formula. Now the empirical formula would be a simplified version of this formula, right? So to simplify this, you have to divide these numbers 8, 6, and 4 by their highest common factor, and their highest common factor is 2. So divide all of them by 2 and 2. So then you end up with C4, H3, O2, right? So then your answer is becomes C. Okay. 38 says what is the percentage of nitrogen in clean air? Well, your answer there is 78%. 78% is the percentage of nitrogen in clean air. And this one, the 21% is oxygen. The 9% is a noble gas called argon, and the 0.03% will be carbon dioxide. Right. 39 says the diagram shows the setup for the electrolysis of aqueous silver nitrate using carbon electrode. Which substance is produced at the cathode? Well, the answer there is silver. Silver is produced at the cathode, and oxygen gas. Oxygen is produced at the anode. Let me get rid of that. It's going to be confusing. I'll say produced at anode. Right. 40 says the structures of some organic compounds are shown. We have the formulas there. Which of the compounds belong to the same homologous series? Well, this is an 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a butene, right? This is a butene. But because it has 4 carbon atoms, and ene because it has a double carbon to carbon bond. This one here has 1, 2, 3 carbon atoms, and it has the alcohol functional group. So this is propanol. Prop because it has 3 carbon atoms, and anol because it has the alkanol functional group, which is this OH here. OH is the alkanol functional group. Right. This one here contains 1, 2, 3 carbon atoms, so it is a propane. Right. This one here contains 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon atoms, So this is butanoic acid. And the first one contains 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon atoms. So then it is butane. So we can see that from this list of 5 compound, only these two have the same suffix, right? They both have the ane part, so these two they belong to the same homologous series. So your answer there is A, and they are both, well, they both belong to a series called alkanes, right? Alkanes, and this one belongs to a series called alkenes. This one here belongs to this one belongs to alkanols, and this one, butanoic acid, belongs to carboxylic acid. Alright, and these two are alkanes. So this is the end of the video. My name is Ramasu. You can find me on Facebook, or you can follow my Facebook page, BGCSE tutorial videos. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.